Hello. So good morning, everyone. So today's weather is not so good. So driving on the bad weather day is not so safe. I had a big car accident in a snowing and raining days. So for safety consideration for bad weather days, we can try to use this lecture video. Okay, so I hope it's okay for you. So anyway, like I said, thank you. Thank you for watching this video, or thank you for taking my class. Okay. Uh, so in our first class, we introduced this course and we discussed how to find a probability. So we say find a probability. The basic idea is separation. We separate all into parts, into this part, into this part. We separate all into parts. Then we can consider from all pick some. So we can consider what the chance from this part, what the chance from this part, or what the chance from this part, right? Okay. Okay. So when we consider, so here if we consider something, we also need to consider each part. We need to consider let's say we need to consider all parts and we need to consider all situations. So this is actually common sense, right? We should consider good things or bad things. We should consider together. So this is common sense in terms of probability. We have this formula. We say this is the PA, so this is for all. The probability for these things happening for all people. So we need to check. We need to check. So here we have many parts. So pick up this part. The probability for pick this part. Then what the chance this part this thing happen. Then check this part. Then what is the probability for this thing happening for this part, like that. Okay. So here we say B1, B2. We can regard part B, part 1, part 2. We also can consider this is a situation. So this is a situation, situation 1, situation 2. Okay. So we say. So sometimes, if we want to consider something, we should consider all situations. So now let's consider this problem. Suppose, so here we have 25. Suppose in our class we have 25 students. So we have 25 grades, right? So we have 5A. So we also can say we have 8B, okay, and 7C, and we have 5. Let's say 5D or F, okay. So we have 25 grades. Okay. Suppose like our grading policy is, I just let you pick your grades. Pick your grade. Okay, so I just let you pick one. Let everyone pick a grade, right? So if you are lucky, you get a grade A. If you're not so lucky, you get a D or F. Yeah. So you can, if you're not so lucky, you can get a D or F, right? So if you get a D or F, if you get A, you feel really happy. But if you get a D or F, you feel not so happy. But you cannot complain, right? You cannot complain me. Because this is you pick this, pick D or F, is just you lucky is not so good. Have nothing to do with the professor, right? So we say this grading, if grading policy like that, we say this grading policy is not so reasonable. Your grade is not based on your performance, just based on your lucky. But we can say this is fair. This policy is fair. Okay. So actually, those practice we use this many thousand years ago, many years ago, many years. Like if we have like here, we have 5 A's. I cannot give everyone A. Okay, I can only give 5 A's, right? So just I have 5 good things, but I want to distribute these 5 good things, or like five gifts to 25 people. So how can I be fair? So I just use this way. I'll just let you pick, right? Okay. So then here we consider the question: does the picking order matter? The picking order matters, or the first one pick or second one pick or last one pick have some difference, or first one has some advantage? Okay. So for this problem, so let's check this. Like, what is the probability that the first one get grade A? So this one is easy, right? This probability is easy. Equal, so we just pick one, so among 25, pick one. You get an A, so we have 5A. So this is probability, right? So we say the probability to get A. Okay, so now let's consider what is the probability of the second one get grade A. Second one. Okay. So by now, totally we have 24, right? So because of one grade already picked. So this probability, so denominator 24, yeah. But the numerator, so among the 24, how many A? How many A here? How many grade A here? You will say 4, right? Because first one already pick A. 4. But the first one, so here this is just a probability. The first one have this some chance to get A, or also have some chance first one do not get A. If first one do not pick A, then here among the 24 we still have 5A left. So there's a probability. We say the denominator we are sure 24, but the numerator we don't know. The numerator can be 4 or 5, right? So here we have 2 situations. So we have 2 situations. So we say probability. So we denote this second one get A P A2. Could be 4 over 24 or 5 over 24. So we have 2 situations. So here we need so when we can this thing happen 4/24 happen. So 4/24 happen means like first one already pick A. Grade A. So this is probability of 5/25. First one get A, then second one get A, only 4A left. Then here we also consider this case like first one do not get A. Do not get A, that is 20, right? So here, if we consider second one, we need to check first one. First one have two cases. First one pick A, first one do not pick A, right? Okay, so this is the probability that the second one get A. So we find this equal, okay, 25 multiply 24. So here's 5 times 4, 20, 100, 120. Okay, so after simplify, we find this equal 120 is 24 multiply 5. So we get this 525. So we can say like the first one get A and the second one get A, so their chance is the same. So we can make this conclusion. If the grading policy just like that, so you don't need to be hurry. Don't need to be if you are last one to pick, is also okay. Same chance. Everyone has the same chance to get a grade A. Okay. Okay. So we say consider all situations. Consider good situation, but we also need to consider bad situation. So this is the common sense. So in gambling, we also need to do this. We should consider good things, but also we should consider bad things, right? So for gambling, a typical question is: this game is fair? Okay. So let's say in order to judge the game is fair or not fair, we need to check all cases. Okay, so what fair meanings here? What is fair? Okay, so let's check a simple example. Or let's check a fair game. Okay, let's consider this: toss the coin. If face up, you win $1. If face down, you lose $1. If we just play with you just play with me. If we face up, I give you $1. Face down, you give me $1. So this is a fair game. Why? Because like a good case, bad case balanced. So we just use the table, like we just check for you, like you can win $1 and lose $1. We did not lose $1 as -1. So we can say you gain for this game is 1 or -1, and the probability is half. So from the table we can say, oh, this is really balanced. So this is fair. Okay, so this table, so in probability we give this table name. We call this as distribution. Okay. So distribution is, what is distribution? So distribution is just put all cases together. Just consider all situations, right? Put all cases together. So for okay, so for our convenience, we just use numbers to denote some case, something, right? So here, let's say like play this game, toss a coin, you can, we just put this 1 or -1. You use those numbers. The 1 means you win $1. We just denote this case, right? So -1, you lose $1. And this 1 or -1 is the money you can win, right? So we denote those numbers. We use this as in general we use this as x. So this x, we call this x here. X is the money you can win. So in general, this here x can be anything, like so x. We call this x stand for something. X is a landing variable. So instead of probability, we call this landing variable. So this variable means this can change, like here, how much money can win. So can be 1 or -1, can change, right? And this landing means this number is 1 or -1. We don't know. Sometimes it's 1, sometimes -1. So landing will change. So this variable is landing variable. So this x can be those cases. X can be x1, x2, and xm. Then for each case probability, x equal x1, such probability is p1, and this is p2, like pm. So from here we say, so we introduce a important notation. So this notation, like here we say, this game is fair. This game is fair. Why this game is fair? We say balanced. So what is balanced meanings? The meanings actually means like good things 1 multiplied probability plus -1 times the probability equals 0. So this is balanced. So in general, we introduce this. We say x1 times p1 plus x2 times p2 plus xm times pm. This number, if this number is 0, then this is a fair game, balanced. So in general, we denote this number as expectation. Okay, expectation. So this expectation, this word come from gambling, meaning it's like how much money you can expect to win. Okay, so this, but anyway, this expectation. Okay, so judge a game is good or not so good, or in favor of you or in favor of others. We need to check expectation. So let's consider the problem. We want to find the expectation for this game. So now let's check the game. Like, the game is pick a card from 52 playing card. Like, okay, we have 52 playing card. So just pick one. Okay. So so this is if you get an ace. So we're talking about ace or not ace. So we have so 4 ace. Okay, we have 4 ace, right? We have 4 ace. Ace and others. Okay, so we say the money you can win $10. If you get an ace, you will win $10. Otherwise, you lose $1. Okay. So is this game fair, or is so we need to find expectation. So we need to determine the probability PAX. So what is the probability you can win $10? You can win this money. So we know this probability. Just pick one, you get an ace. So such a probability 4/52. And then not get ace is 48, right? Okay, so then this expectation is x equal 10 times the probability this thing happen. Like you get $10. So what is the chance you get $10 is this, plus you will lose $1, and this chance is 48/52. So this equal so it's 40, but here negative 48. So this is negative 8. Oh, this is negative value. So okay, but anyway, the question find your expectation. So we are done. Like expectations are negative 8/52. So this value is negative, meaning this game is not in favor of you. You will lose money. So if and this is not equal 0, so we can say this game is not fair. Okay, so not fair means when you win, I give you $10. This $10 is not enough. I should give you more. So then we can change into this other problem, like $10 not enough. So how about so how much I should give to you? $11 or $12 or 13, or like also how much, if the game is fair, how much money I should give to you when you win. So here we can say this number should be 12, right? Because like if this I change the 12, then there's balanced, right? 12 times 4 and 1 negative 1 times 48, this equals 0, right? Balanced. Okay, so now we do have such a problem, like if we wanted to set a fair game, okay, like let's say the time like so the time pick 2 cards, right? From 52, let you pick 2 cards. So if let's say the story is, if you get a pair, you win $X. Otherwise, lose $1, right? So if the game is fair, what is X? Like how much I should pay you? $10, $5, or $20? So we need to determine this X. Okay, so the probability, there's a key part. Probability for there's a good thing happen, bad thing happen. So what is the probability you can win $X? Or the probability you can get a pair. So here from 52, pick 2. So we're talking about a pair, another pair. So if we wanted to split the whole car into parts, so we should split this way. Like we talking about a pair, another pair. So we just put the 4 A's together like that, right? And then like we should split it this way. But here just only pick 2 cards. So we also can use that way, like 1 by 1. We just pick, let's say the first one total 52 cards. So First one actually, so first one can be, you can pick any car. No restriction. First one, so here numerator is from 52. You can have 52 choices. Each one is okay. Doesn't matter actually. Then second one, okay. Second one, so in order to make a pair, so second one have some requirement. Like if first one is an ace, second one has to be an ace, right? So okay. Suppose first one is ace, then second one, how many ace left? 3, right? Yeah. So if first one is king, then second one should be another king. So we say here among the 51 left ones, we have only 3 left. So this is 3, right? Why? Oh, I'm sorry. Cannot put it. Okay, this is 3, right? So this is the probability that you can get a pair. So we simplify this probability as this 50 to 51, so and 3 51 is 1 over 17. So this is 1 over 17. So 1 over 17 is the probability can win some money. Saying what is the probability you cannot win? So we say the probability you can win or not win put together the 1. So this should be 16 over 17, right? Okay, so here actually for probability for distribution or check all cases, total probability should be 1, right? Total probability should be 1. So from here we can easily determine this x should be 16 because balanced, right? So here x times 1, we forget there's 17. So x should be 16, right? Or we can get this from the definition for expectation. If this game is fair, this means this equals 0. So what is this? Is x equal x times 1 over 17 plus negative 1 multiply 16 over 17. Let this to be 0. We get x equals 16. Right? Okay. Okay, so we can so let's check this problem. Like we can say many things in the game, like a good thing, bad thing, right? Okay, so we should consider all cases. So this is just expectation. Okay, so now let's consider the problem. Suppose like in a bag we have some bills like a $1 bill. We have 20 of them, 20 of $1 bills, and we have $20 bills. We have 5 of them, and we also have a $50 bill, 1 of them, right? Okay. So I say you give me $15, then I let you pick 1. So we just have this game, right? You give me $15, I let you pick 1. So if you're lucky, if you pick the 51, if you pick the $50, then you can make some money, right? You can, yeah. And also if you pick $20, you can win $5, right? But if you pick the $1, then you lose $14, right? Okay, so you money we can check out. If you pick $1, that means you the money you lose negative 14. So, or if you pick $20, then you can win 5, right? If we pick $50, you can win so let's see, $35, right? So we can say, so we can use we can put x like that. X, you can negative 14 or 5 or 35, right? And we also can we can consider this way, like forget your $15. We just check from here, pick one, how much money you can pick. Okay, so we can also use like you can pick $1, $20, and $50, right? So we also can consider this way. So here we just consider net gain. We can consider net. So here we just check. Forget it as $15. We just check how much money you can pick. Okay, so then let's check this one. This it seems which is that. So probability is okay. You get $1. Okay, so here probability 20 of so totally 26. You have 26 bill, right? And then here 26 5, and here 26 1, right? Okay, so from here we can find expectation. So what is x equal $1 multiply, you pick $1, multiply the probability this thing happen. This thing actually, this thing not so good, right? Yeah, but anyway, like so you get $20, then this thing happen. So plus you get $50. That's a good thing. The probability is 1/26. So this number equal so here 150. This is 170. So we so 170 over 26. This number we let's read a little bit of calculation. 170 divided by 26 equal on 6.54. Okay, so this is your expectation, or we can say this is on the expectation, just like on the average, good things, bad things together, average. So we can say you can, on the average, you can pick $6.5. But you already give me $15. So this we can say your net expectation, your net gain is the money you can pick. So we can put this, your money can pick minus the money you already give to me. So this is really negative, right? So we say, oh, this game is not in favor of you. So the question, where you prefer to have a try, so you should not try, basically. because this game is not so good for you. Okay. So, but this is just a game. Some people say, I don't care. I just wanted to have a try, right? So let's just say that typically for like a buy a lottery ticket. So the advertisement, they are always just focus on good things, forget the bad things. Let's say they will say you just need to spend a small money, you have a chance to win bigger money, right? Okay. Uh, so let's consider the problem. Like just says like you just need to spend $3. You just need to spend $3, buy a ticket. Then you have the chance to win first prize, which is 1,000. You can win 1,000, or you can win second prize is $100. Also looks like a very attractive, right? So now let's consider this the expectation for your purchase, or we regard it as a game. So this game is fair or not fair. So here we forget it's $3. We just check how much money you can pick. You can win. So you can win $1,000. First prize, right? Or second prize, or zero. Right? We just check. We forget the $3. Check. We forget the $3 you paid. We just check how much money you can win. You can get. Okay. So this is, we put this X. So this X means the money you can win. You can win 1,000 or 100 and 0. So then what is the probability for those things happen, for each case happen? So when you win $1,000, you win first prize. So what the chance? The chance it says so among 1,000 ticket, there's one first prize. So you get this one, you get this tick. The chance is 1 over 1,000, right? And so there you win $100, you win second prize. So how many second prize they have? They have 10. So among 1,000, they have 10 of them. So 10 tickets for a second prize, right? Then what the chance you can win 0, win nothing? So we say total probability should be 1. So this put together 11. So 11. So that's 9, 8, 9, 11. Right? Yeah. So total probability should be 1. Okay. So from here we can find the expectation. X equal 1,000 times this, I think is 1, right? 1,000 times 1 over 1,000, and plus 100 multiplied 10 over 1,000. This is another one. So this is 0. Okay, so we say that X equal 2. So there's 2 meanings. You on the average, you can get $2. But we're talking about the net. So here we're talking about the purchase, right? We're talking about the net gain. So net is 2 minus 3 equal -1, right? So we can say your net expectation is a -1. So, uh, so the -1, it seems like where the -1 makes sense. Like we just $3 must spend $3, and they say you say the expectation -1. So what is -1 meanings? Okay, so let's consider this way. Like, okay, what -1 meanings? So let's consider this way. Like how much a dealer can get. Let's say question. Okay, how much? So so dealer is like the lottery organizer, or they like how much money they can get from this lottery. So we can consider this is like they are sold 1,000 ticket. Each ticket is $3. So their income is 3 multiply 1,000, $3,000, right? They are getting so much money from tickets. Each ticket is $3. Okay, so then they need to pay off. So mine is pay off for those prices. So first price, they need to pay out $1,000, right? Second price, 1,000. Oh no, second price 100. So 100, but they have 10 of them. So this is another 1,000, right? For second price. So totally price is $2,000. Okay, so this equal $100. So this is the money they can make. Or the dealer can get $1,000. So where the $1,000 come from? Come from each of you, right? So if you buy one ticket, so this means you contribute $1, right? Because there's $1,000 among 1,000 tickets, so this equal 1. So this means that each ticket just contribute $1. So for you, you just give this $1 to you just give this $1 to somebody. So this is for you is negative, right? -1. So this is for you. Negative means you give other people $1, right? Okay. So go back to the question: is it worth it to buy a lottery ticket? So some people say, so from mathematical point of view, we say no, not so worthy, because you will lose money, right? If we regard it as a game, regard it as lottery as a game, we say this is not fair. But some people will say, I don't care. I just wanted to try my lucky, right? So it's worthy. But okay, so for this question, we say from mathematical point of mathematical point of view, answer no. But for real situation, the answer may be yes. Okay. But anyways, okay, we say find expectation is just like this way. Okay. So we say in our daily life, many things we can regard as many activities we can regard as a gambling game. For example, like a car insurance, we also regard it as a game. Like we give some money to buy the policy. So if no accident happen, it looks like we give some money, we lose money, we give some money to the insurance company. If something happen, insurance company will pay us some money, right? But anyway, so for insurance company, the bigger question is how to set a premium. If the premium is too high, then nobody will buy their policy, or we will complain, oh, the policy is, your policy is too expensive, right? But if they are set the premium is too low, then the company will lose money. So how to set the premium? Okay, this is actually a really complicated question, how to set the premium, because this involves lots of things. So here we just make things very, very simple. Suppose the policy, let's say, for car accident, we just say they are need to pay out for this 15,000 or 2,000. We have only two kinds of car accident: big car accident or minor small car accident. Okay, so let's say, let's check this for insurance company. They want to pay out either can be 15,000 or 2,000 or 0, right? So this X is a company payout. Okay, so what is the probability they will pay out 15,000, or the pay out this money? So depends so this probability is not calculated. It's just based on previous record, based on experience, right? Okay, so this is it says we know the probability of that. So this is 0.011%, and this is 15%. So where does probability come from? We say it come from our previous record. 1%, we can say among 1,000 cars, those things happen. 10 of them happened. So that's we get say 1%, 0.001. Yeah. Okay, and by the way, so if this is this is 15, and saying this should be 84, right? 84% is no car accident. Okay, so from here we can find X, right? So X equal this time 0.01 plus 2,000 times 0.15 plus this 0. So this equal, first one I think is 150 plus 300. So this equal 450. So this 450 is the insurance company should pay out on the average. Okay, so they should set the premium at least this. If they set 450, they just the company just make no money. Just they are get 450, then pay out 450. So their profit is 0. So if they are, so usually they will set this premiums more than this. Like if premiums 550, then this means like from each car, they can make $100. So this is their profit, right? Okay. Okay, for this, so for such problems, so we also can consider like this way. We just assume like we have 100 cars. They are insured 100 cars. Okay, 100. So we just split 100 into parts. So we have one car, 1%, one car. Bigger car accident happen. One car. So for this car, they should pay so much, right? And here they have 15 cars for minor car accident. So for them, so each one should pay 2,000. So 2,000 multiply 15, so pay this car. So here for this 84 cars, so no car accident, just pay 0, right? So totally, how much they should pay? They should pay out this plus, so here's 30,000, right? Yeah. So total is 45,000. Okay. So among the 100 cars, they should pay so much. Then on the average for each car, they should pay 450, right? Okay. So this 450 is just expectation or average. Okay. Okay, so here we say put everything together, consider everything. Such a problem is distribution. So distribution is just list all cases, include all probabilities. So now let's consider. So we can have such a problem like give out the distribution of x. So this means we need to list a table. So answer for such a problem, the x is table. Now the answer is a table. You give me a table, list all cases. So now let's consider this problem. Like, let x. The story is, let's say, like from a small family, we have 2 boys and 1 girl, 3 kids, right? Totally 3. So from here, pick 2 kids. Pick 2, right? Pick 2 kids. So let x be the number of boys. So let's say, so pick 2. So could it be 2 boys or 1 boy, right? Or 1 boy, 2 boy. Okay. Okay, and then so here we have only 2 cases. Could it be 1 boy, so like just 1 boy, 1 girl, or 2 boys? Just only there's 2 cases, right? Cannot be 2 girls because we have only 1 girl. So can be 1 boy, 1 girl, or no girl, right? Or 1 or 2 boys. So this is like we just 2 cases. Then probability. So we can check what is x equal to. So x equal to the first one is boy, second one is boy. So first one is boy is 2 over 3, right? Second one is also boy. So first one is boy, second one is boy. So by now we have 1 boy left. So this equal 1 over 3. And then this should be 2 over 3, right? Because totally is 1. So this is the distribution for x. Okay? So once we have a distribution, usually we will find mean, find expectation. But in statistics, we call this as mean. So mean and expectation, same thing. Okay, so what is so for mean? So in statistics, we reserve this letter correlate to mean mu. So we do not just mu equal this x, and the expectation is just x1 times p1. This number multiplied probability. So this is expectation. So besides the expectation, we also have important notation, important things, variance. So this variance, we define variance is this, and so we denote as Vx. V stand for variance. So actually, in stats, we use this to denote variance, sigma square. So this sigma is sigma square. Okay, we say this sigma. Okay. So mu and sigma, or sigma square. So sigma square variance. So variance definition is expectation for those things, those numbers. So here expectation we can regard as the average. The average for those things. So and average by now is just multiply the probability. Okay, so now let's consider this example. So we have this distribution. X can be 1 or -1. The probability for taking 1 is 0.6. Taking -1 is 0.4. So what is mu? What is mean? So mu equals just 1 times 0.6 plus -1 times 0.2. 0.4, I'm sorry. So this is 0.2. So we say 0.2 is mean. Okay, so what is variance? So we say variance, according to definitions, expectation for x minus mu square. So here x can be 1 or -1, not fixed, can change. But the mu is fixed. Mu is 0.2, right? So the variance equal x minus 0.2. This number's squares average. Okay, so here x. Okay, so x minus 0.2. So x can be 1. So this number can be 1 minus 0.2 square, right? Or x can be -1. So could it be -1 minus 0.2 square, right? Okay, so this means average. Or we should multiply probability. So this number multiply probability is 0.6, right? So like x minus 0.2 equal 1 minus 0.2. So when this thing happen, and what is chance for this thing happening? 0.6. So what is this chance this thing happening? X equal -1 is 0.4, right? Okay, so this calculation is a little bit tedious, right? So we need to use a calculator maybe. Okay, this actually point a square, right? Multiply 0.6. So plus, so here negative 1.2, so just positive 1.2 square multiply 0.4. Okay, so we need a calculator to do that, but the calculation doesn't we as a result we don't care. We just care we understand this notation. Once we understand those notations, calculation is easy, right? Okay, so so for video I just almost 1 hour video, so we just stop here and then continue. Okay, so let's stop this video here and then we will check it next. Just let's take short break just like, okay.